guys. It's the 29th, and I just figured I'd take you on a walk this morning. It's a little bit late this morning. It's about 4:40. And I gotta get my dog stick. It's a beautiful morning this morning. Let's see what kind of temperature we got here. We got, looks like it's about 22 or 70 degrees. And it just feels great here. This will be a good walk this morning. Oh, our little buddies are crowing this morning. They don't have any clock on them. They like to crow whenever they feel like it, I guess. We got a nice full moon. Last night it was, when it was over there, it was a little bloody. My daughter said, "Oh, look." And it was a little bit bloody, but I like they got these solar-powered streetlights here. We're gonna buy one. I saw one on Lazada, and I'll definitely use the COD to get this stuff this coming time. It's just kind of a hassle because then we got to be here, you know, and I don't want to leave the dough with the security guards. But this is the way we're going to have to do it, I think. Usually this is where that dog gets out and harasses me, but he's not out this morning. Just got to be a little quiet, I guess. Yeah, this fellow in this house here, he's got a real nice beagle. Beautiful, looks like about a 15-inch, friendly little pup. Got some chain lightning going. Sun's going to come up over there pretty soon. There's a development across the river there, and I noticed they sure do got a lot of water tanks over there. It looks like down on my end, it ends before it gets to our end, but when I go up front, it goes all the way to the front end of our development, and I've counted like 8 water tanks the same size as ours in that about the same area. So I think these guys here I don't know what they're going to do about the water here. I hope we don't have long-term problems. I got up this morning at about 3:30 and took a shower, and for some reason I didn't have a lot of pressure. Don't know what's up with that. Some of these places aren't lived in yet. They got meters on. They got their meters on their house, but nobody's in them yet. Right across from us, the rental house, we got the people had their truck in yesterday, so they're moving in. Nice to get some people in here. They seemed friendly as heck. When I saw them the other day, I said howdy, and hey, how you doing? They got some kids, so that's kind of nice. And this one here. This old one here, I don't know if they're going to tear this down. That's what the word is right now, but I don't know why they couldn't just slap a coat of white paint on that and fix it up. It's actually kind of a nice house. You'll have a different one in here. They sure did cut a lot of the grass down here. They got in there with their weed whackers and they're really mowing it down. You know, this before, when you were walking here, you couldn't even see that house right there. The stuff was so high. So I'm glad they're chopping it down. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful morning. But we got chickens all over the place in this all around us. Over on that side over there, it's where I can hear the chickens now. There's a wall, and there was like a ruins. I looked over top of the wall, and there was a ruins of an old place. I mean, it must have been real old, right up against the wall. And it's like hidden from the grass from the road. It looks like there's some squatters in there, just like in little huts. And I was amazed at the old ruins back there. Kind of reminded me when we went to that famous guy that got killed, his house. The way the house was built, I can't remember his name. He was famous Filipino. You know, they got a street light there. Some of these street lights, they're supposed to get bright when you walk under them, but they don't. And there's over there, I don't know if you can see that really good, that's the rec center that's going up. Looks like the big dancing floor. It looks like they're putting a basketball court in there from the footers. And then they're talking, there's going to be a swimming pool also. But they don't seem to be really working fast on that. I see a couple guys there, here and there. You know, they're doing a little bit of concrete on the walkways and stuff, but I'm not. They dug the footers over a week ago, and they've done nothing since then other than dug them, that's it. So, maybe that's going slow. I hear there's a nice house over there. I love these trees. Beautiful trees in here. But I don't think I'll go out on the road today. We could take a look up by the guard shack and just take a look up there. Hope you guys can see this okay. It's kind of dark. I usually got my walk started earlier, but I figured I'd hold up a little bit, try to get some light in so you can see what's going on. And we do got a nice moon today. Look at that baby. We didn't get the super moon, blood moon thingy because the clouds. It was right in the bedroom window, and it just. We took a lot of pictures of it when we were walking, and it was a shame that on this camera they didn't come out. On my wife's camera, you could see it clearly. Looked almost like something had smashed into the moon, and it was pretty neat pictures that she got. But on here, it just didn't. It zoomed out too much. Even when I tried to zoom it in, it didn't make a difference with this lens. So this is definitely not for taking it. There's a noisy fella. That's my first barking dog of the morning. All right, buddy, come on now. Take it easy. Yeah. He's sticking to his bark. I walk by here every dang day. You ought to be used to me by now. Somebody said get him some treats and throw him some treats, but heck with that. I'm not going to do that. Something happened to the dog and they'll say I poisoned him or something. And a lot of these dogs are very sickly. That one fella over by us, they've had the Baron guy down here I don't know how many times, and he just keeps leaving them out. He was out again yesterday, and the dog has just got mange all over. It's real sickly looking. Looks like it's starving to death, and that's his dog. That's just, I don't get that. It just really seems, it seems odd to me. You think you'd take care of that. Your poor dog is sick. He's just like a family member. You need to take care of him. I've had dogs. I remember when I was very young, and my dog just got real sick, and I didn't have a lot of money back then. And I went down to the vet and worked a deal. I said, "Look, here's where I work. Can you help me out with my dog? I don't want him to croak. He was real sick, and they had to take him in and put him on IV and all kinds of stuff. And back in those days, it was about $800. And I told him, hey, look, I got 200 now. I can get. That's all I got. It's all I got to my name. And then I had another car. I had two cars, and I told him, look, I got a car. I trying to get $400 out of it. And the dude said, hey, my son's looking for a car. And what was really cool is he says, look, just transfer the car over to my son and we'll call it even. So that was really cool. But we got him fixed up, and he was out. I think it was Parvo got him, is what it was. And I lost some dogs from that. I lived in a house that was a Mexican guy lived there before me that was raising pups. And every dog that came to that house got Parvo. So it was like in the garage, and there was no getting rid of it. The neighbors who had lived there before I moved in said, yeah, he was putting dogs in garbage cans all the time, you know, trying to raise these dogs and stuff. And they do those fighting dang dogs out there in California. You know, I'm not into that at all. I don't want to see a couple dogs fight to the death. That's just to me, that's ridiculous. I was looking at that little house over there, and I'm thinking, boy, it's nice they got a little porch, but they got the porch set in steps, so you got really no good place to sit. It seems strange to me. But here, this guy's got a whole bunch of chickens in here. I was looking over the fence when the kids and I were walking last time. He's got a bunch. But if you don't complain, they don't, you know, they don't do anything. You know, they only work on complaints here. I did go up to them guys and talk to them about the dogs being out again. These two guys, and Bear and guy they went straight down there. They came in their truck and went and talked to the people, and they put them in. And I'm not kidding you. I think it's a losing battle for me. A couple hours later, they were both out again. The guys just left. They just leave them out. They, you know, let them crap all over. So it looks like I'm fighting a losing battle. I'll just have to, you know, clean up the poop before I take the kids out for a walk and stuff like that. It's a shame, but it's the culture here. From what I can see with these folks, dogs are not like a family member here on a lot of folks. Now, there's people who love them, like my neighbor down there, and there's a lot of people here walk them, but a lot of folks just don't. It's just a critter that craps that they have, and it's their garbage disposal. But I just think it's odd, that's all. But it looks like out on the road, people are busy going about their day. It doesn't seem too bad here when it comes to people going to work. It's very hustly, bustly around here. People seem to be moving. I'm seeing they got all kinds of weird stuff going on with the airports now, and people flying in Cebu, and now they're moving them up to Manila. You know, that's a money grab to me, guys. That's all that is. It's not anything more. But that governor in Cebu, I give her credit, but there's forces arrayed against her now where there's not much she can do, I don't think. And it's a shame. You know, this place could really be something, but they're stifling it really bad. You know, so, and I'm looking at I just posted a thing on my Facebook too, guys, about the vax and how many since December have croaked. They croaked from it. And you know, it's like being covered up. So take a look on the Facebook if you want to see that. It's Rickshaw Philippines. I keep trying to put a link in there, but it's not working out. Starting early today. Everybody's out and about. Another little doctor store. Well, there's a little store open already. That store's open. That's a good one. A lot of people, I'm surprised people aren't stopping to get something, but most of them are closed here. People waiting for jeepneys and bicycles and stuff. I'm gonna turn around and go back in, but that's part of my walk every morning. Come on, walk this neighborhood. Some mornings I start a lot earlier than this. So, but it's really getting nice. I'm glad the sun's starting to come up and be a little bit clearer for you guys. But we had just a nice easy day yesterday. There wasn't a whole lot going on. We did some cooking, and got old Tatai and his son over there. We were eating, and he was telling us a little bit about what's going on here with the new houses that are going up, and what the association's doing. We asked him about the water. What are they doing with that? And they said there was somebody came down a week or so ago, and then he's heard nothing about it now. So that's a real shame. I would like to see him take care of that. And we got some people. This house is getting fixed up. Looks like there's some new owners, or the owners, fixing it all up. They've been working on this since we've been here. And it's got like one thing I really like about this place. It has like in the back a little outhouse. It's got a little hut there, outhouse thingy. That's kind of neat to have that if you're having the party. Then people don't have to trample through your house to go wee-wee. There's that beautiful tree, and that I'm told over there is a school. So we're going down after the first of the month, and we're going to we want to get the kids enrolled in some sort of a school. I've got just want to get them started, and I told Faye that's got to be a priority right now, getting these kids in school. I've seen kids dressed up in school uniforms here walking. I was driving, and I was gonna ask them, where their school is and all that kind of stuff, but then they were young girls, and I thought better of it. I'm like some old dude talking to the young girls. They're gonna think I'm some kind of pervert or something. So I had turned around. I thought, nah, I better not. I wish Faye would have been along with me, because she could have asked them. But it was close to here that they were walking. It was just up the road. So I don't think the school was too far. It could have been that one for all I know. I don't know. Beautiful clouds over there. It's pretty. Sun coming up over the mountain. Even though it's cool, I do my walks. I work up a little bit of a sweat every morning. This one, when Mama's here, I'd like to get Faye to come along on the walk with me. That would be kind of nice. She has been walking more, and then when her mom was here, she was walking a good bit. She's going to have to start getting moving around. She's packing on too much weight. It's not good. You can't let yourself go like that. That's not healthy. She needs to be around for these kids a long time. I'd hate for her to stroke out or something. It's not good, and that's kind of common here. It amazes me, since I've been here, how many people we personally knew that died. Kidney failure, childbirth. The saddest thing we went to was the young couple that we knew, beautiful young girl, and her husband was a real nice fella, handsome fella, and went to have their baby, and they call them lying-in clinics. I call them dying-in clinics. She went there, baby got stuck. Next thing you know, we're looking at them in the box. They had the mama and the baby in there, and then our other neighbor, they went to have their baby, boom, went to the dying-in clinic, and that dude had a decent job. I think I would have went to the hospital, but that baby also, we went to a funeral, little baby in a box, and I was just, oh my goodness. It's just, to me, it's horrible that it happens. I never heard of that in the States, but in this country it happens, guys. It's one of the things you have to deal with here. And so many people we know, young people. My buddy, his name was Eamon, over in GMA. Big strapping kid, kidney failure. And all he needed was dialysis, probably get him over the hump. And they didn't have the money. And nobody came to us, and next thing you know, he's dead. Just like that. And it's heartbreaking. I mean, you can't save the world. I sure would have liked to help that guy. He was a pretty good kid, but 28 years old, and it happens all the time here. It's just life here, guys, is cheap. But I still laugh at the one, Shouldn't laugh at it, but the poor girl, her husband got hit by a motorcycle, and why in the world would they test a corpse? But they tested the corpse, and they said he had COVID. It's what they said anyway. So this dude's got, now he's a dead guy and he's got COVID. So they won't get rid of the body. You know, she's got to pay all these exorbitant fees. All right now. I don't think he's going to do much. I hate that though. I hate that you walk along and you got to put up with this shit. Why have a dog like that? That dog has been there since I've been here. And it's just aggravating. You go along for your walk and you got to deal with this crap. But that dog gets out on the street like that, and I just hate to see if it would get off the chain when I'm walking the kids. That's why I always carry a stick. And this is what we deal with. Here's one they're working on. Looks like it's going to be pretty nice when they're done. I like how they're doing the big porch there. But this is the construction guys. This is how they build them. This is how they build them. Big septic tank there. That's a deep one. It looks like it's about 10 feet deep. Now here's these dogs here. I came down here. This is the lab. This is actually a nice pup in here. It's a beautiful dog. This barking that you're getting is just wants petting. This dog just wants you petting. Hi, baby. Hey, good morning. Hi, puppy. All right now. All right now. All right. And down here they got some dachshunds, but I'm the alarm clock for the neighborhood, guys. That's all there is to it. And look how nice they got their place here. Just a beautiful home. It's an older couple. Some people really doll their places up here. There's our one and only water tank. And down underneath, those people that live there in the shack underneath the water tank, those are the ones that are building this house that we just passed, I showed you. They're the builders there. And the guy's got his wife, his whole family down here. They're cool, they keep their dogs tied. And here's the nice center we have. I'm not going to go into any of the rooms because I noticed construction dudes, they clean up and somebody's living in one of the rooms. Because I see they got their little kitchen going and all that, but I'll walk through. It's brightening up a little bit today. I love those trees over there. Good morning. Getting ready to start your day, huh? Okay. Sleepyhead. Yeah, this is very nice in here. Look at that. They can do some beautiful work. I mean, there's no doubt about it. These guys do some beautiful work. I walked through here before. There's offices and stuff. But I'm just cutting through. There's those footers they're cutting. My wife was saying, oh no, it's going to be a pool. First off, I don't think a pool's going to be that big. And second off, why would you cut place for footers and get ready to pour footers and then drive a big tractor over to dig the hole out? I just don't understand that. So I don't think that's going to be the pool here. Don't know where the pool's going to go. They just poured this concrete the other day. And they got some water poured on it. That's good. These are something here. I watched the kids in here because they fall down. I don't know if you could see that, but the rebar's sticking right up out of the ground. Somebody falls on that, they're screwed. These are going to be the stoppers for the curb. Yes, we're getting a nice sunrise. It'll be nice when that sun comes over the mountain. But this is our little neighborhood. There's going to be, when they get this full of houses, it's going to be really something. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of good places to park. That bottom corner, that's what old Tatai was saying. You ought to start parking your car there now and kind of stake out your spot. And I said, yeah, that's kind of probably a good idea. This was all just a couple days ago. This was like you were in a big tunnel. This grass was up so high, it was up a good 7-8 feet, so you couldn't see anything here on both sides. Now this stuff, I don't know what died that off. They tried to cut some of it, but this stuff, there's a lot of bugs on me right now, because when they cut stuff like this, the bugs just come out. And my stick, just coming down over here, my stick just got wet. You know, it got the dew point hit us. So now my stick's all wet. Yeah, this thing, if you go over here, when I get up here where this thing is where you can get through, it gets pretty dang deep over there. When you go over the wall that's right here to that development on the other side, it drops off a good, I'd say 70 feet and straight down from the wall. Some of these places, like up on the upper end, that are on the wall side, no way I would buy any of those properties. Before you know it, that ground's going to be down in the river. It's just not, it's not good. There's somebody here, there's people I've been seeing coming there, but I don't know if there's shoes there, so apparently they're living there. You know, that's a Filipino thing, they got their shoes outside. And that's something when you live here, when you walk out any door, be careful you don't trip over the flip-flops. I mean, that's just a Filipino thing. And my wife, she'll even put like pairs that we haven't worn in a long time, she'll throw them all out there outside the door. Crazy. Now there's the construction camp, you might call it. Kind of like back in the old miner days, you'd think. But I won't go down there now because they're just getting up. But you can look over the wall there, and it goes down, just drops, sheer drop off down to the river. Now this house straight ahead, I never see anyone in, but the lights are always on. He had a light on the front door, like a battery operated one, but it ran out. But you see stuff there, but I've never seen anybody there yet. So, and here's another one they're building. They're working on that. That's how they build them, guys. You know, all concrete. And my house actually is pretty cool. Even when the sun hits that firewall all day, it's much thicker on that side. You don't really feel heat on the inside. You put your hand on the wall, it doesn't feel warm at all. So, you know, it's a pretty good insulation. We picked the way our house was situated. I wanted to make sure that it was facing that way. That way, the sun's in the back, and I can keep the laundry out the back so we don't hillbilly it. Usually this dog here is out, but he's not out today. Our neighbor over there, the waterman, he's got some nice pups. But it brightened up on the walk today. These street lights will be going out pretty soon. It seems like when they put a house, that's when they come and put another street light up. They came and did one for us, did one for the neighbor. He got his from Lazada also. He bought one to put on his own post. And I got one on order also. Hope they come in early next week and cut some more of this grass down. We saw a lot of really cool looking lizards. I mean, big fat ones, not like the little ones that climb on your wall in the house. These are some much bigger, big as your hand, real wide heads on them, beautiful colors, turquoise colors on them, and greens and stuff. We saw one the other day. Wasn't too scary either, but when they cut this stuff, that chases them out. There's his nice light, solar one. A little puppy in there. Hi, baby. A little cutie in there. But yeah, this would be nice to get this all cut out. When they were in here cutting this, I was sitting back by the car looking down, and you could see the little field mice running across the road here, going from there to there. But Mama Cat, she hunts them. She usually in the mornings, she's got her kitties, over by either around the car or somewhere. But I haven't, I saw her the other day again. She dropped her other kittens because she's skinny again. But I seen her going, just typical mama with a mouse in her. She had a mouse in her mouth and was going back. She was going back over there now. But yeah, this wall here, I reached inside. Sun hits at a better part of the day, and it never seems to feel hot. But let's see if Mama Kitty's over here with the babies. I'm not going to bother them. They seem to be hunting, even the little ones. I haven't seen them with a mouse in their mouth, but I've been seeing them hunt. Just as long as people don't start feeding them, it's gonna be a win-win for us. But that male cat around here, he poops right in the street. I've never seen a cat poop in the street. They always like to bury it. No, I don't see him this morning. That's their little construction highway, but that's where I want to start parking. Pull over on this side and start parking there. And that, if you go over this wall right here, there's a store. You just pull on that cord, and then they come out and they'll sell you whatever you want. So that's kind of cool. There's those beautiful clouds again this morning, but that's wrapping up my walk. I didn't really have a whole lot this morning. Just wanted to show you guys the beautiful neighborhood and my walk I do every day. I usually do a little bit longer than this one, but I didn't want to make the video too long. I'm gonna shut this down, and then I'll go inside and put the camera to bed and go out for another walk, because I usually walk for about an hour and a half like that until everybody gets up. Nobody's really getting up with me at 3:34. That's when I wake up. I can't help it. Even if I go to bed late, I'm still up. And if I go to bed at 8 o'clock, I'm up at 1:30. I need about 5.5 hours, and that's it. And that's just the way she goes. So, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. And this is Rick Shaw out.